25 Secrets in Fortnite Season 4. When you break into a vault, normally you can steal whatever's inside, but that's not exactly the case at the hallways of Eclipse Estate. Here's some artifacts are on display, with the most important of all, a golden hand reaching into the sky. You only have to play Fortnite for 5 minutes to know this belongs to Midas, and the most interesting part, the glass is completely unbreakable. And did you know you don't have to perform a heist just to get a mythic item? There is a way to easily earn a guaranteed mythic pump shotgun in Season 4. You might have forgotten about this place, but Loot Island still appears in late game, and I heavily recommend claiming it. This time around, the reward has changed to the Enhanced Infiltrator, and it is so worth it. That's just like the secret loot chamber spread around the island. We have been so focused on the Eclipse POIs that no one's talking about the hidden bosses at Rumble Ruins. Once you eliminate a few henchmen, you'll get the Ruins Vault keycard, opening a door that was never there until this week. It's not just a forest, you also find these secret vaults in places like Mega City or Slappy Shores, so I'm just glad we don't have to fight high card for them anymore. But there is a huge mystery back in Eclipse Estate near Midas's hand. Sure, the collector has a range of artifacts, but at least we can explain most of them. That is until you reach this rock. It's so ancient that it's basically breaking apart, but if you look at the carvings, it shows a familiar story. You see these symbols? They belong to each member of the 7, like Paradigm, the Origin, and then we have these logos that are totally unknown. It seems to be some kind of ancient storyline that we need to keep an eye on, and that all starts with Kato Thorn. This time-traveling vampire was introduced in the season trailer as we watched him appear through a time machine. I mean, watching someone hold Oro's head in 2023 is mind-blowing enough, but the details are even better. Look above the time machine as Kato leaves, and you'll see the 25th of March 2020. Might be wondering what that means? Well, it is the exact date that Oro released in the item shop. Another trailer secret reveals that someone is being kept prisoner at the new POI. You can't find him in-game, but pay attention to the CCTV screens at this moment. For a couple seconds as it zooms out, you can spot Bunker Jonesy doing push-ups in a jail cell. That's probably just a gag, but if this actually leads to us breaking him out, this might be the greatest Easter egg of all time. Some other hidden details are on May's iPad. As she searches through Kato Thorn's collection, it shows the mythic goldfish, a victory crown, a golden peely, not to mention the music disc or golden egg. If you're wondering why all the items are gold, the crew are probably just looking for high-value items. But more importantly, everything I just listed is not in-game. You can't find these anywhere in Thorn's collection, so either the crew stole them or Fortnite messed up. They definitely knew what they were doing with the map changes though. The Eclipse POIs have replaced huge locations like the Citadel and Lonely Labs, but this has caused people to miss new secrets like this stone at Relentless Retreat. Yeah, they straight up added a frog with no explanation, and I love it. A trick you have to know about involves the business turrets. These are one of the most unique items we've had in Chapter 4, so obviously you need to take advantage of it. If your turret is taking heavy fire, go pick it up. I'm serious. Simply putting this back in your inventory will instantly reset its health, letting you replace it with no consequences. If you want advice on how to destroy these things, look no further. They can be pretty annoying, so make sure you have C4 on hand. They literally blow up in seconds. It is hard to find remote explosives sometimes, so how about regular builds? Turns out if you place a cone on the turret, it makes them completely useless. I can't see anything, it's genius. Okay, so what if you play zero build? Well, at that point, fight fire with fire. Throw down a turret of your own and let them battle it out. There's a lot of changes in Season 4, it's easy to get overwhelmed, so if you're looking for nostalgia, don't worry. Epic has left plenty of classic moments to enjoy. Walk around Eclipse or Relentless will reveal tons of paintings from Fortnite's history. Remember the floating island? There it is. Or maybe you're a fan of the Herald? So is the owner of this place, apparently. And don't forget about these portraits of Sloan and Marigold. I'll say this, players are going crazy over Fortnite's secret roast. If you choose to admire the art at Sanguine Suites, wait until you turn the corner and see this staring right back at you. Not only is it a painting of Princess Fishstick, but if you open the full image in the files, you'll quickly realize it's a parody of the Mona Lisa. Speaking of derpy fish, we've all seen who's in the Battle Pass. I mean, what am I even looking at here? He's an abomination. But you don't get this ripped without a gym, and that's why this house at Shore Shack has been updated. They secretly converted the garage into a gym, and you can even go underground to a high-tech basement. The only thing that would improve this is a bar, and luckily you could find one at Sanguine Suites. They went all out with the design on this, and as you can see, it's a slurp bar with a custom neon sign and everything. My favorite part is the LED screen full of slurp juice. It makes the counter look insane. And you can't go wrong with the espresso machine either. They somehow made that Eclipse theme too. If you look at a nearby painting, you'll even see a collage of Fortnite sodas, from Slap Juice to Chug Splash. Well, pay attention to the slurp juice because we have never seen it delivered in a can before. Some players think this is an unreleased consumable that let us drink as quickly as a Slap map juice. Anyway, let's take it back to the vaults. These are so important because you gotta fight an insane amount of enemies just to get there. That's unless you know where to look. In some POIs, there's a hidden back door that lets you straight to the boss room. If you sneak through this crack in the rocks, you'll find a security turret above a cracked wall. You can either use a key and go straight through the door, or pull out your rocket ram. Now this wall is done for, and you can just beat everyone to the vault. Like I always say, it's a good idea to learn your surroundings, because Fortnite is trolling players who don't pay attention. In Sanguine Suites, if you're trying to get to the vault and find the boss, you'll probably see him and shoot on sight. I wouldn't do that if I were you, because Fortnite knew we'd get trigger happy and put a fake glass window there. Okay, I see how it is. It's not just windows, there's also fake vaults on the map. Over at Eclipse, there's an unusable door near the hallway, and if you no-clip through it, you'll see that it's actually an elevator. Then, if you decide to go to the real vault, there's an exit door that can't be opened. No-clip through this one, and there's stairs that lead to nowhere. They wouldn't add stairs if this is just a decoration, so I have a feeling this will be updated in the future. Some leakers think it'll definitely lead to the time machine, which makes sense, especially for a possible live event countdown. Speaking of hidden map changes, Fortnite has sadly gotten rid of an amazing location. Over at Slappy Shores, you might remember the Octopus Barbershop. It was full of unique artwork and people loved it, but it is gone in Season 4. They've replaced it with a pizza pit of all places, kinda like in real life. And that's not the only thing that feels too real. Cabby LeMay is in the Battle Pass, which no one was expecting. The skin looks exactly like him, but I'm also impressed with the details in his set. His glider is a crown with 23 on the front, a not-so-subtle reference to his age. His loading screen is even crazier because Fortnite accidentally leaked an unreleased skin. If you open it in-game, it would look like this. Pretty normal, but there's a version online that includes an extra person. But clearly we're meant to see this. Either Fortnite is still working on the outfit, or it's a cancelled skin. Okay, now here's a detail that blew my mind. Around the map, especially at Sanguine, there's outdoor heating lamps. Not only do they burn the grass around them, but if you shoot the power source, they straight up explode. Enemies in the area can be taken by total surprise with this. Let's head back to Rumble Ruins, where Love Ranger has set up camp. Feels like a random NPC to be here, but apparently he has seen prophecy of an oncoming darkness, and is here to warn us of the coming spooky nights. Clearly, it is a Fortnite teaser, and the fact they're building up to this in August is exciting, and it even hints at what skins to expect. If you talk to Love Ranger as Fishstick, he mentions a murky swamp and something within. And if we take a look at the survey, oh boy, it's the outfit that gave everyone nightmares last year. They're actually releasing it. Then if you talk to him as Stoneheart, he brings up his own future, and that it's wreathed in flames. Obviously, he's referring to this guy. Anyway, let me show you a trick that'll save your life and your ammo count. The Twin Mag is a backup magazine on it, which lets you pull off that speedy and satisfying reload. But once you've used it, then you gotta refill both mags. In the past, you had to shoot a few bullets before you could even do this. Now in Season 4, you can finally do a full reload without wasting ammo. The numbers don't lie. People are clearly loving the new update. Ever since Fortnite added player counts to Discovery, we've been able to see exactly how many people are online. Well, with Season 4 drop, let's just say they hit an all-time high of 2.1 million concurrent players. Sounds impressive, but they only added player counts 2 seasons ago, so all this means is that people like the Ice theme way more than Wild.